Whatty Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and just in case you didn't know, because I've been posting it on my Twitter, so if you don't follow me on Twitter, you probably should. I've been binge reading the hell out of the Pokemon Adventures Manga, or Pocket Monsters Special, which is the other name for it, and as I'm reading it, I'm starting to realize, like, damn, we didn't see this in the games, we didn't see this in the anime, and shit, a lot of the stuff in this manga is fucked up. And usually what I do is I just binge read and just read the new chapters and all that shit. But I figured for Pokemon, I would do something different. So for this series of Manga Nerdigan reviews, I'm going to talk about each arc of the Pokemon Adventures manga thus far that I've caught up with, and give you like a breakdown of what happens in there in the manga compared to the anime and the games, and you know, see if it answers some of the questions that you nerdigans, especially Poke nerdigans, probably have. So the first arc is Kanto with red, blue, green, and yellow. Yes, there is a character named Red, Blue. There are characters named Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow. And Red, I gotta say this right now, Red to me looks like, and he doesn't look like this later on in the manga, but in the first arc of the manga with the long hair, he looks, I don't know if anyone else thought about this, but he looks like Tyson from the first season of Beyblade with that hair. I swear to God, he looks like Tyson. That hair just made me think of Tyson from Beyblade. And I just kept wanting to think of, just say, let it rip! Let it rip! But something that was really cool that especially Yellow does, and you get to see it later on in the manga, is the different ways they capture or release the Pokemon. Like with Yellow's case, she uses her fishing rod, which I thought was really cool and really clever. And another thing that's cool with our main characters, and we find... spoiler alert, this comes up later in the manga when you find out about, and this, I would say this was in, oh my god, it was in the Gold and Silver arc? Yeah, it'd be in the Gold, Silver, and Crystal arc that we find out about the special like how each owner of the Pokedex has a special power, which I thought was really, really cool. Sorry for the spoilers there, but, and then Green's character, I gotta say, out of all, like, I'm gonna talk about the anime right now for a second, but outside of Misty, Green has so much depth to her, especially when you find out her backstory, which you'll find out later in the manga, spoiler alert, but Green has so much depth to her, and she's such a complex character. And it's just sad that you don't get to see that in the anime, but her past is, when you get to part, I think it's the Gold and Silver and Crystal arc. I think it's the next part, you'll, when they end up meeting up with the other trainers. I'm sorry, I'm spoiling it. But when they meet up with the other trainers, you'll see, you'll find out a little bit more about their past and how fucked up things are. Another thing is, with Red and Blue, yeah, like, Red isn't that boring of a character. Like, Red is, like, that exciting character, kind of like Ash in a way. But, and the thing I like that Red does, like, because Red in the, Pokemon Origins anime, he has a Charmander. No, the Red in the manga has a Bulbasaur, which I think is cool that we have our main character picking the grass type, because usually if you're playing the games, you usually pick the fire or the water type. It's rare that anyone, at least for me anyway, I usually pick the water type in the games. But usually they pick the fire or water type. So it was cool to see our main character have the Bulbasaur. And then something that I think is funny, and I'll probably mention it, I'm going to definitely mention it in the next arc, is you'll notice that there's at least one starter Pokemon that gets stolen. And in this case, it was Squirtle getting stolen by Green. Yeah, but they're still all from Pallet Town. But, okay. Okay, now let me get to the gym leaders. So Proto Mario has mentioned this before, and I hope I get to do a collab with Proto on this. I got an email. Proto, I will message you because we need to do a collab on this. And Proto has talked about the Rocket gym leaders. So yes, there are gym leaders that are part of Team Rocket besides Giovanni. There was Sabrina, Koga, and Lieutenant Surge. And something else that I really love about the manga, and this is in all the arcs of the manga, is that the gym leaders do more than just battle. And it's the same thing with Misty and Brock versus the Pokemon Origins anime. They actually do a lot more in the manga, and you get to see it again in the second arc, which is really nice as well. Something else that I gotta say is quite nice is with Blaine. Oh, Blaine is so amazing, and the shit with Blaine in this manga is crazy because, as you know, Blaine was part of Team Rocket, and he was part of creating Mewtwo. And spoiler alert, because this happens near the end of this arc, is that he ends up he is sick, and because he shares this pain with Mewtwo, and it is really fascinating. And Mewtwo's power is so much different, and Mewtwo is like, and you'll see later on in the manga, especially in the God, what would they call it? It's like a revisit to Kanto. Back to the because they do a revisit to the Kanto arc. It's the Seville Islands arc. There we go, Seville Islands. You'll see how much more of a complex character Mewtwo is, and you really appreciate it a lot. Let's see, what's the other thing? Oh, the Elite Four. Proto has talked about the Elite Four, and I believe a little bit of the Elite Four in the manga. Yes, they come up with this evil plot to try and make the world a better place for Pokemon, and something that's cool when they battle against the Elite Four. Oh my god, and by the way, before I get to the Elite Four, you do get to see Professor Oak battle in the Pokemon League against Green, and when that happens, oh my god! You need to read, I'm not going to spoil that part. You have to see what happens, because there's an amazing character development with Green in that battle. But yeah, and then we get to see Red versus, but we don't, Professor Oak ends up forfeiting, but for the next match. He just wanted it to be Red versus Blue, which was really cool. I loved Red versus Blue. That was awesome. And then, of course, the whole thing with Giovanni was fucking awesome as well. I'm not going to spoil all that part. You guys got to just read it. And then there's the, oh god. Then there's the whole thing with the Elite Four. The Elite Four, yes, they had their little twisted shit. Agatha, oh my god. So what happened is they had to split up, right? And Bill's a huge, I like that Bill's a big part of this manga. He's not just chilling. He's a big part of this manga. And like, before we go to the Elite Four, Red is missing. Yeah, Red is missing. That's part of the problem, is Red is missing. And this is after the battle with Team Rocket. Because what happened was Team Rocket was targeting the cities. And oh no, it wasn't Team Rocket that was doing that. The Elite Four, I'm sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. The Elite Four was targeting the non-Team Rocket gym cities. So the gym leaders were all tied up in that. And by the way, Erica and Red is a pimp. Let's go with that. Red is definitely a pimp. He getting all the bitches. Misty wants his ass. Yes, Misty wants Red for sure, and you will see that in the next arc. Erica wants Red. Yes, she does. Green, Green. I kind of think she wants, based on this past arc, I think she wants Red. I'm telling you, Red is a pimp. Red is a goddamn pimp. But it's not, but Red, like, oh my god, it's so funny, especially after the second arc, or especially after the Gold and Silver arc. That shit was so funny. But anyway, so Red goes missing, right? And what happened was Laura Lee froze Red. And something that happened, I gotta mention this before all this, is that Red actually, I don't know if Proto mentioned it or not, but Red bonded with Giovanni, which was really interesting. Like, they bonded over Pokemon, and it kind of made Giovanni turn over a new leaf. And at first, you don't really see it right away until, like, you understand later on in the manga, especially in this most recent arc, or the most recent arc I finished reading, which was the Seville Island arc. You will understand why Giovanni did what he did. It makes a whole lot of sense. Not that I'm saying it was right, but it makes a lot of sense. Anyway, where was I going with this? Okay, so Red's frozen, and they gotta fight the Elite Four. And the Team Rocket gym leaders don't know where Giovanni is. And Red was able to escape from the ice, which was really freaking... It was crazy how he escaped from the ice. But anyway, so then that's how we end up meeting... We meet Yellow because Red's frozen in the ice, and this is after the championship. And Yellow and... Oh, that's right. Red gets captured by Bruno. That's what happens. Is Red is battling Bruno, and he gets his ass beat by Bruno, and his Pikachu, runs to Yellow, and Yellow has the ability to communicate with Pokemon, which I've told you before. It's a cool power, and he could heal Pokemon, and you know who else can do it is Lance, which is really cool, is that we have two people that can do that. And from what Yellow and Lance were mainly, I think it was Lance that was saying it. Yeah, it was Lance. Lance said that it has something to do with people that specifically came from the Viridian Forest. It's a rare type of person that comes from the Viridian Forest. Yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, but yeah, that's how we meet Yellow, is after Red gets kidnapped by the Elite Four. And then you get to see Yellow's journey and get to know her as a character. Yellow's character is really awesome. I love her. Everyone thinks she's a boy until she takes off her hat, and then you see the ponytail. And we found out that Green, that little sneaky bitch Green was behind a lot of this shit. Green was the one that put Yellow up to a lot of this shit and said to protect her identity as a girl, to just pretend that she was a boy. I'm telling you, Green is fucking smart. Don't underestimate Green. And Green also Blue helped train Yellow, which was really cool. And then oh my god, okay, now I gotta just get to when we get to the Elite Four, because Blaine's there with Mewtwo, which is cool. And Blaine mentions with Mewtwo in regards to that, and by the way, Mewtwo uses a spoon, which is cool, when he fights, if I didn't mention already. Blaine says that his arm, like, he can't use Mewtwo that much because otherwise it will kill him, which really is crazy. So we have, so what Sabrina does to decide who's going to battle who in the Elite Four, because they have to split up, is she does this thing called Spoon of Destiny, and the spoons determine who they're pairing up with. And Koga paired up with Blue, and then you had Sabrina pairing up with Green. Oh my god, that shit was so funny! Sabrina and Green, especially. Oh my god. Oh my god, like, Sabrina wanted to kick Green's ass. It was so fucking funny how that battle went. But Koga and yeah, Sabrina and Green battled Lauralee. Koga and Blue battled Agatha. And Proto did mention this about Agatha and about the relationship between Agatha and Oak. Yes, that is true. And we actually find out a little bit more about that relationship later on in, I think it's the Ruby and Sapphire arc? Yeah, we find out that in Ruby and Sapphire arc. But, let me see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can remember off the top of my head. Because it's been like a week since I've read this arc. Oh yeah, Yellow's with Blaine. And Yellow and Blaine battle against Lance, which was fucking awesome. And then you have Surge with Bill. Poor Bill. Bill was out of his element. He had no idea what the fuck to do. And then when Red showed up, I guess he got a spoon of destiny. I don't know how, I don't remember how the fuck he got it. He got one and he just followed it. And yeah, the way the Elite Four battle ended was really, really cool. It just was awesome. It really was awesome. And something that was really cool that Green did for her Blastoise, and this is why Blastoise should be able to learn how to fly, is she taught her Blastoise how to be able to fly so she could fly on her Blastoise. Yeah, I thought that was hella cool. And like you got to see with Green, she used the Sylph Scope and stuff like that, which was really cool. And something else is, I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the manga I could think of off the top of my head. Like, we got a good ending for this arc, and the characters are fantastic, and it's the thing, and now I'm going to talk a little bit about the anime. Here's the thing with the anime that I really wish, like, Pokemon Origins, instead of being, Pokemon Origins is mainly about the game, but something that I wish we would have is a straight manga to anime adaptation of Pokemon Adventures or Pocket Monster Special, because this manga is really good. And the characters are really good, because in Pokemon Origins, Red's character was meh. In Pokemon Adventures, Red's character is hella good, especially when we get to the Seville Island arc. And even hell in the Gold and Silver arc, he's really good as well. But the thing is with the anime didn't do, like, the anime, I know it was targeted towards kids, and this manga, like, a lot of the shit that happens in this manga is very dark, but at the same time, like, part of me is thinking, you know, with Digimon, there was was targeted towards kids too. Hell, it came out around the same time Pokemon did, and I was a kid. But Digimon had a lot of dark shit going on in there, and it was targeted, and kids still watched it. I don't understand why you can't do the same thing with Pokemon, especially with this manga. This manga has so much great stuff in it. And when we get to the second, wait till I cover the second and third arc, which will be in, the second arc is going to be in the next video, and which is the Gold and Silver arc, and the Ruby and Sapphire arc will be in the third video. Oh my god, Ruby, I got a lot of words to say about Ruby. But anyway, if you have read the Pokemon Adventures manga, what did you think about it? And if you are an anime only or a game only, would you pick up the manga and read it? I try not to spoil it as much as possible, but I had to talk about it because it just is driving me nuts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to Struggle Apartment Studios, which is in Struggle DeathCon right now, there's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All the links are in the description box below. Make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter, where I will be giving you updates on where I'm at in the Pokemon manga. Follow me on my Twitch channel, which I'm going to start gaming on right now. And from me on PlayStation Network, everything's in the description box below. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!